Thank you, Toastmasters Glenn. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, do you like adventures? Because I do. Let me show you a short video of myself. If you have fear of heights, I hope you were fine after watching that video. Because as you can see, I am here well and alive. So I definitely survived that sky jumping, okay? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I love adventures. The reason why I showed you that video is because that was one of the most exhilarating things I've done in my life. That experience was just so fun. And the reason I showed you that video is for you to understand that I am adventurous and that I am a person who is not afraid to take on new things and challenges. In order for you to understand how adventurous I am, though, I would like to share to you three of the most unique and impactful adventures I've had in my life. Adventure number one, my poker journey. Yes, you heard it right, poker. If you are not familiar with it yet, it is a card gambling game. More than 10 years ago, my source of income was playing poker online. How did I discover it? Well, I was just watching TV when I came across this channel, and then there were people who were playing poker, and then there were certain individuals who were featured because they won the tournament several times. And that instantly intrigued me. If poker is just pure gambling and luck, why would people win it several times? And so I did a bit of research and found out that it takes skill to win in poker. There's a lot of psychology and mathematics involved. You see, I am innately talented in mathematics. Ever since I was a kid, I excelled in math. And so poker challenged me. So I studied it and I started making money from it playing online. Believe me though, my parents did not have a very good impression of that newfound hobby of mine. It took them a while to understand that I was actually making money from it. Now, it did not make me rich though, okay? But it was enough at the time. Adventure number two, my Toastmasters journey. I first joined Toastmasters back in April 2011. I just came across Toastmasters when John Maxwell mentioned it in his book. One of the reasons I actually joined Toastmasters, though, is just to increase my social engagement because I was starting to get bored just playing poker at home. I quickly became really involved in Toastmasters, though. At the age of 23, I think I became one of the youngest president of the club. I became vice president for education, not once, but twice. I constantly joined speech competitions. I was the rookie speech contest champion at the time, and I was able to participate in the table topic speech contest in the district level. I did a lot of club hopping. I met a lot of great people. Toastmasters immediately became my second family. However, my Toastmasters journey had to come to a pause when I started my next big adventure. Adventure number three, my chef journey in Australia. I came to a point at that time that I felt that my career was not getting anywhere. It was then that Australia became an option because my sister was already working here as a nurse. The In order for me to have a chance to become a permanent resident here though, the option presented to me was to study cooking. Now, take note, I had zero talent in cooking. I barely cook at home. So understand that this was a very brave decision for me to make. My sister supported me in my studies here in Australia, and while studying, I had part time jobs. My very first job was as a waiter in a sushi restaurant. Then I also worked as an admin assistant. Then I also worked as a dishwasher or kitchen hand. There was a time that in a week, I would have school for 3 days, and every day of the week, I would work in three different jobs. I eventually became a chef. I first started as a chef in a pub. Here in Australia, pubs are where people generally like to drink alcohol and eat Australian staples like schnitzels, burgers, and steak. And then I also work at a French restaurant for more than a year. Then I work at a catering company. I eventually got my permanent residency through state sponsorship. Working as a chef taught me to be humble, and I gained more respect for the profession. It is definitely not an easy job. It takes a lot of passion to be in that profession. As my passion is not in cooking though, I eventually moved on from that career as well. At this moment, I'm still here in Australia. I am on my next adventure yet again, and that is working in the superannuation industry. I feel though that there are still more adventures in store for me in the future, and I'm just excited for those. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I am a former poker player, a returning Toastmaster, and a retired chef. And my name is Glen Josef Jumilla. And I look forward to hearing your own adventures.